The pending release of convicted rapist, murderer, and former Caluan, Laguna Mayor Antonio Sanchez is good news, at least for his family. But for the surviving relatives of his two victims, this information reopens deep wounds. Here's the report.
Clara Sarmenta, the mother of rape slave victim Eileen Sarmenta, could not believe that former Caluan, Laguna Mayor Antonio Sanchez will soon walk free. Sanchez was found guilty of raping and killing the UP student way back in 1993. But Sarmenta says all the pain she felt came crashing back upon hearing the news of Sanchez's possible release. Sarmenta says she's not convinced that the good conduct is the reason why Sanchez is being set free, especially since several contraband items were reportedly found in his cell.
How can they say that he's well-behaved? Did money talk?
Eileen's mother explains that she's not afraid of Sanchez walking as a free man. She said she's simply frustrated with the country's justice system.
And then now, biglang na lang ganyan, sasabihin nila na entitled siya sa makalaya. My God, wake up, government. Our government is so frustrating. Our legal system is very frustrating.
Meanwhile, this album serves as a memoir of the tragic passing of Eileen's boyfriend and UPLB schoolmate Alan Gomez. Aside from his photos, the album also contains a letter from former President Fidel Ramos promising justice to the Gomez family. The vehicle last used by Alan also remains parked in his family's residence. Along with Eileen Sarmenta, Gomez was murdered upon the orders of former Mayor Sanchez.
That was the place where students Eileen Sarmenta and Alan Gomez were abducted in the evening of June 28, 1993. It's just a few meters away from the UPLB campus, but armed men suddenly crashed inside the parked vehicle of Gomez and forcibly took the two to an ambulance.
Based on investigations, Sanchez had been fancying Eileen for a long time, and his henchmen presented the young lady as a gift for him on his birthday. The victims were abducted, then brought to a farm in Caluan owned by Sanchez. The ex-mayor raped Eileen while his aides mauled Alan. Alan's lifeless body was then thrown into this grassy area in Barangay Imo. Clara Sarmenta's men also took turns raping Eileen before killing her. The former city mayor was sentenced to 7 terms of reclusion perpetua. But because of a recent Supreme Court ruling, Sanchez may soon leave Bilibid after barely spending 3 decades behind bars. The news was heartbreaking for Oliver, the brother of Alan. He says their family hasn't even received a single centavo from the 5.5 million peso indemnity charged to Sanchez.
We're moving on. Ganun pa rin buhay. It's just that we have been fearing for our lives since it started, and ganun pa rin hanggang ngayon.
Meanwhile, the family of Sanchez is in a celebratory mood. They maintain that the former politician is innocent.
Very happy. Thanks God kami. Sa wakas, wala na makatotoo na wala sa isip na namin yun.
Critics say Sanchez's release may have something to do with the presidential spokesperson Sal Panelo, who was part of Sanchez's defense team back in 1993. But Panelo denies having any hand in this, adding that he has long withdrawn himself from the case. Former Senator Rene Sagisag also extended legal representation to Sanchez once, but not for the rape slave case. Instead, Sagisag worked on Sanchez's asset statement case. Still, the former senator claims that a lot of people from Sanchez's hometown vouched for his integrity and innocence.
Yung kwento sa akin ng mga taga Laguna, responsible people, kamukha no isang judge doon nagsabi sa akin, our mayor may be guilty of 1 million crimes, but not this one. Ask people from Laguna, they'll tell you, maraming kalokohan yung mayor na yan, pero walang koneksyon siya doon sa rape with homicide, murder na yon.
As for the Supreme Court ruling that allowed retroactive application of the Good Conduct Allowance Law, Sagisag says he's very supportive of it.
It's an act of Congress. In fact, I support it dahil ang jail congestion natin, ang jail conditions natin, grabe. Kaya to me, that law should really be given retroactive effect to benefit Mayor Sanchez and everybody else. Kasi pag bumisita kahit anong preso, go to the Manila City Jail. I mean, it's disgraceful. Parang hayop ang tratamiento sa mga nakakulong.
Justice Secretary Minardo Guevara also defended the process of selecting convicts who will be up for early release by virtue of the Good Conduct Allowance Law. He says Sanchez's pending release has nothing to do with Panelo or any possible influence that he might have on authorities. Guevara also says it's all a matter of computation and the results are not vulnerable to any human intervention. The Justice Chief also clarified that the measure merely reduces the sentence and is not comparable to a parole. He further explained that the privilege is a reward for good conduct and not for any other reason.